We go to the deadly Ebola outbreak and a new warning tonight from one of the nation's top doctors, the head of the CDC, warning that the outbreak in Africa is even worse than we feared. ABC's own chief medical editor, Dr. Richard Besser, is right there on the front lines of an epidemic.
Tonight, the head of the CDC traveling in Liberia announced the world is losing the fight against Ebola. And standing in the pouring rain outside one clinic, we could see why, as we witnessed something truly terrifying. These men, in head-to-toe protective gear, heaving the body of one victim, still highly contagious, into a flatbed truck piled high with others. Immediately afterwards, spraying him down with bleach. Patients through the window, watching it all.
This is incredible. Seeing a truck cart away 10 bodies of people who died from Ebola. I can't imagine what someone is thinking who has arrived there for treatment. It's the gates of hell, going into that treatment ward and knowing that the odds are you're going to come out in a body bag.
So many doctors and nurses themselves have become victims. Losing those healthcare workers, just devastating. In the Ebola zone, even before the outbreak, only one doctor for every 100,000 people.
What's your biggest worry now?
The loss of lives of healthcare workers. I'm really concerned about that.
We saw for ourselves the lack of protective equipment.
He's totally covered up for going into the Ebola ward. The final part is putting this hood on, but they don't have hoods that are ready-made, so they're making hoods out of other protective equipment.
This clinic opened just 9 days ago, but it's already overflowing.
Going into the triage unit here at JFK Hospital, they're assessed to see could they have Ebola, and if they are, they're put into isolation.
I spoke with the nurses, risking their lives every day. The Liberian government estimates up to 75% of Ebola deaths have been women, in part because they are the primary caregivers.
Do you worry working here that you could get Ebola?
Sometimes it's scary, but we have to help our own people.
And here, amid the darkness, a glimmer of hope. This woman seemingly cured.
And how do you feel today?
I'm okay. Jumping.
When can you go home?
Now.
She's one of the lucky few. More than 1,400 lives already lost to Ebola, with no end in sight.
The signs we're seeing here are not good. Ebola seems to be winning this battle. Hopefully the world will send the resources that are so desperately needed. Diane.
People with so much fear and so much courage, thank you, Rich, for being there.